Hello, everybody. Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and RotoBaller.com as we continue our fantasy baseball preview shows with our third base rankings and ADP analysis. Folks, don't forget, head over to RotoBaller.com right now. Sign up for a premium pass using the promotional code ACES and get all sorts of great content, including the team sync tools, lineup optimizers, as well as all of our rankings and draft previews, including the draft guide for Fantasy Baseball 2023. All right. Hopefully you've already seen right here on the RotoBaller YouTube channel our first base and second base rankings and ADP analysis. Today, taking a look at the third base position. And we start with the elite. And you could pick a few guys here who would fall under that elite category. Jose Ramirez, Manny Machado, Rafael Devers, Nolan Arenado, and right on the fringe, off a little bit of a down year, but I still like him, Alex Bregman. But my elite player I wanted to mention is Austin Riley of the Atlanta Braves. Currently, RotoBaller has him ranked as third baseman number 5. Second tier of third baseman behind the Ramirez's and Machado's by just a hair. Currently going in round 3.2. Now, full disclosure, third basemen fly off the board. At least that's what I'm seeing in my early drafts. It gets thin pretty quick. All of these elite level guys going in rounds 1, 2, and 3. So you got to kind of be aggressive potentially in drafting your third baseman if you want one of those that top tier production. In the NFBC format, he's currently going at an overall ADP of player 31. Hits third in that Braves lineup. We know how good that Brave lineup is. Last season in 615 at-bats, he hit 273 with 38 home runs, 93 RBIs, and 90 runs scored. Stole 2 bases. Struck out a respectable 24% of the time, okay, with an on-base percentage of 343. Gets on base about 35% of the time. You love it. And a slugging percentage, an outstanding 528. He's got 30 or more home runs and 90 or more RBIs in each of the last 2 seasons, the youngster for the Atlanta Braves. Love him in that lineup. Love him in your fantasy lineup. And if you could get him in the third round and solidify that third base position, I say go for it. No fear in waiting on the third base position. Now, also at the third base position is the rookie upside play, and that's Gunnar Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles. He's already ranked as third baseman 8. Tells you how thin the position gets that a rookie with only 116 Major League at-bats last season is already ranked that high at the position. Like I said, RotoBaller ranking of 8. Tier 4, round about 11.5, 11.8 is his round. NFBC, he's a top 100 player already. He's going as pick 92. Okay, last season at the major league level in 34 games, 259 batting average, 4 homers, 18 RBIs, 12 runs scored. On base percentage of 348. It's a terrific number for a rookie into major league level. Slugging percentage, 440. Now, last season, between AA, AAA, and the major leagues, he had 23 home runs and had 94 RBIs. Understand, this is the number 1 prospect in baseball, besides obviously the Baltimore Orioles organization, a team on the rise with their young players coming through. Gunnar Henderson, if you're willing to take the chance, and people did it last year with Bobby Witt, and it paid off, the speed, the power was there, Gunnar Henderson will be the third baseman for the Baltimore Orioles, and you could get him round 11, round 12, potentially in 12-team formats. If you're just looking for power, and maybe it's a corner infielder, not necessarily your starting third baseman, but the power option with the Toronto Blue Jays is Matt Chapman. Currently ranked as third baseman 12 on RotoBaller.com. 4th tier type of player, going in round 17, round 18. Love that value. Round 17, round 18. Potentially getting a 25-plus home run player. Okay, NFBC ADP sits at 167. He hit 6th in that Blue Jays lineup, a lineup featuring, Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero, terrific lineup up and down, Springer. So it's a terrific lineup. We know this. Chapman in a position to drive in runs. Now, last season, he only hit 229 in 538 at-bats. However, keep in mind, career-wise, he's been better than that. Sits at about a 240 lifetime batting average. 27 homers last year, 76 RBIs, 83 runs scored. 3 of the last 4 seasons, he's hit at least 27 home runs. The only year he didn't hit 27 home runs was the shortened COVID year, where he hit 10 home runs that season. Now, last season, he still struck out 27.4% of the time, but understand that's 5% lower when he struck out 32% of the time in 2021. On-base percentage was .324, a slugging percentage of .433. In round 17, 25-plus home runs, I'm all in on that as long as you could withstand the potential .230, .240 batting average. The third baseman I expect to take the next step to move up the RotoBaller rankings a year from now. Alec Bohm of the Philadelphia Phillies. He's ranked third baseman 14, tier 5, going roughly in round 18. NFBC has him outside the top 200 right now with an NFBC ADP of 204. Hitting 7th in that Phillies lineup that is added Trey Turner. Bryce Harper will be back. Rhys Hoskins playing for a contract. Kyle Schwarber, all in that potent lineup. Alec Bohm last season finished at 280 with 13 home runs and 72 RBIs. 79 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. I love his strikeout rate, kept it under 20%, only 17.4% of the time. On base percentage needs improvement, only .316, slugging percentage just over .400. Last season, in 312 at-bats in the first half, hit .276 with 6 home runs, had a slightly better second half last year, wherein about 20 less at-bats, hit .285, and had a little more power with 7 home runs. It's potentially 2020, 280, 20 home runs for the season this upcoming year. Got to improve that walk rate to improve that on-base percentage, keep that K rate below 20%. And my final third baseman of the night is the rebound. Can he rebound? That's the big question. And are you willing to draft Anthony Rendon to find out if he could finally stay healthy? 3 seasons with the Angels now. 52, 58, and 47 games played. One of them, obviously, the COVID year. The other 2 seasons shortened by injury. The wrist he claims is healthy and he's ready to go this year. And he's going to hit 4th in that Angel lineup, surrounded by Ohtani, Mike Trout, Hunter Renfroe. There's RBI opportunities all around Anthony Rendon. He's 32 years old, not by any way, shape, or form old in the game of baseball. He's currently ranked as RotoBaller's 19th third baseman, tier 5, and going in round 23. NFBC has him going at an ADP of 207. Now, last season only played 47 games, only had 166 at-bats, 229, 5 homers, 24 RBIs, 15 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, on-base percentage of .326. Even with all the struggles he's had since he's joined the Angels, he's still a career .285 hitter. That's how much credit he's built up with his what looked like a Hall of Fame career with the Washington Nationals. He's hit .300 3 times. 5 of his 6 years with the Nationals, he's had 20 or more home runs. Now, the elimination of the shift can help him quite a bit this year, in my opinion. Gap-to-gap type of power. The question becomes for me with Rendon, does he stay healthy? And the other question, really 2 questions, is are you willing in round 23 to take the flyer on Rendon? He's not going to be your third baseman at that point. Corner infield, utility bat, bench depth with a ton of upside. If healthy, that's where Anthony Rendon sits. So in review, the third baseman for 2023, the elite, Austin Riley, the rookie, Gunnar Henderson, the power play, Matt Chapman, the guy who's going to take the next step, Alec Bohm, and the rebound candidate, Anthony Rendon. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Download the RotoBaller app for free. Get all sorts of news and information right there at your fingertips. And don't forget, head over to rotoballer.com and sign up now for that premium pass using the promo code ACES. Save yourself a little bit at checkout. Give me a follow on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy, and we will see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.